Okay, last time. Okay, are you good? Before I do the intro.
Wow.
Wow, Chris.
Don't worry, I'll edit it out later.
Oh no, I think
Sure.
it'd be funny. Leave it in.
Yes.
You'd
Excuse
be
me.
surprised
You
how
can.
much stuff I have, just like a separate video file of bloopers.
No.
All
So
the bloopers. All of
so,
them.
so can we start?
Okay,
No.
you good now? Haley? Okay.
Someone's microwave.
Last time on Dungeons and Dragons, uh, the party went to go drop off Rengar, and you guys explore the prison mirrors. Noticing there's only one level, and outside there's multiple levels of this tower. You looked around and you talked to some of the prisoners. Anna, finding her old master, Jigas, trapped in a mirror, and convincing the rest of the party to go and kill him.
More like force.
Convince is a very hard word, but okay.
Uh, you guys did a hard-fought battle, and once you realize that you're on the losing end of it, start getting pulled out one by one.
You're welcome, Anna.
Everyone made it out safe. There was a few close calls with Lunk almost dying, but Sveen jumps in and found a new ability. With this new ability, you guys were able to stall long enough to pull everyone out.
Boop.
And that's where we'll pick up with Anna dropping darkness on herself.
And Sphene crying or screaming bloody murder.
After Gareth knocks the cubic gate out of Anna's hand.
And I had grabbed it.
Oh, good. I foresee nothing bad happening. Because I left over at Anna. Gareth is gonna try grab onto her shoulder or arm or something.
Okay, make a contested dexterity checks.
Well, what is it he's trying to do exactly?
Just grab on, so he knows you're not just gonna fly away and pout or fly back in.
I think flying back in would be a big mistake.
Well, you're doing something. Oh, go with the first one.
Yeah.
Go with the better one.
What roll am I making?
Dexterity check.
Dexterity.
Oh, that is not dexterity.
You're not dexterity.
That's called constitution.
Hey, come on. That's no fair.
There's that one. Yay.
That's no fair.
On something that doesn't even matter.
You got his bad roll out of the way.
Yes.
It's all about strategy, dear Watson.
It's gonna be like a nat 20.
Okay, so Anna, as you try to fly away, you find.
Well, she wasn't flying away. She just vamped darkness and just
you
wants to be
feel a
left
hand
alone.
grabbing yours.
Okay.
Which hand?
Garrus is one of your hands, and
I know, but right or left hand?
the big hand.
Oh, okay.
More to grab.
That's all. I'm just making sure she doesn't poof away.
Mhm.
Can someone pull Sphene out of this dark cloud, please?
Sphene.
Yes.
In the middle of your deep scream, everything goes black, not just around you, vision-wise, but in your head-wise, and you stop screaming.
You hear a thud as she hits the floor.
Anna, could you please drop this dark cloud?
Nope.
Why did you summon the dark cloud?
She's not gonna answer.
Emily's going to go up to Sphene, because she
Somehow.
still has Detect Magic up, which can see outlines of people. And checking on her. She looks around at everyone, not realizing that no one else can see. Guys, I think Fiend blacked out again.
Can you take care of that?
I'm not very good at this type of thing.
Well, no time like the present to practice. Hey, Anna, can I talk to you over here? And he's gonna attempt to like start pulling her over this way. That was gonna regret that verbal vomit.
And
Okay,
now
can
she's even, huh?
Are you gonna resist?
Yep.
Doink.
Okay. Garrus, you pull hard as you can, but
Not hard enough.
Anna's too much metal, and you don't have enough strength.
I'm going to attempt to move Sphene out.
I'm gonna have you make, because you can't see, you're doing it by feel. So it'll be perception check with disadvantage.
Okay. 1. That sucks.
Do worse.
Too soon. Shit.
Language.
Yeah, when you hear the blip from roll 20, count to like 7 or 8, then
It
Click
looks
again.
like I gotta
Or-
wait for the dice to finish rolling up on the screen.
Or just use
Is there a way
roll
to turn
20.
that off?
no.
See,
Lame.
or you could just use roll 20.
It's okay. I'm doing good tonight.
Okay, you're like, I hear a thud, and you can't feel anything. You expect her to be up, and you just like, don't know where she's at.
What level is this darkness spell?
Level 2.
Oh, that's what I figured. I'm gonna cast daylight.
Can you pull up daylight spell?
Yeah, give me a sec. Daylight.
All the verbal vomit today for us.
All of it.
1 week off, and suddenly, you don't
And
know
suddenly
how to
we
talk.
know how to speak good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Suddenly, it is very bright. And yeah, darkness is gone, and it's like suddenly someone summoned a sun on Janice.
It's just at the end of my staff.
Yeah, but like you're surrounded by like that halo.
I'm gonna hold up my shield to block the light from my eyes.
And now I'm gonna flick it out. So
Yeah. You dispel it, and all the darkness is gone. And it's much nicer seeing here. You guys have that white blushes in your eyes. You stare at the light too long.
I close my eyes.
Thanks, Aunt Janice. Thanks.
Does that bother me?
No.
Wow, DM, could you sound any more like that was a dumb question?
In the
wondering
sense
how.
of like, because I'm an ASMR and I'm already glowy.
No, it wouldn't affect you. You still have your. I thought you'd dispel your wings after you got out, or you still have those wings up.
I thought I still had them up because I don't
I
remember
was the
saying
one that
anything about
dispelled
it.
my wings.
I don't remember. So, Ari,
I was
I will say that your wings are still up.
Okay.
I
And
was
the
the one
sunlight
that
did not-
dispelled my wings.
Wait, Ari has wings?
Yes.
Yes, they came
when
up
did
last.
this?
They came
Oh.
up last session.
I thought
That
During the
was
fight.
literally. I did
I thought-
that and got yanked out of battle.
I thought that
For
was
which I
Sweden.
need to talk to you about this, and that was in game.
I shot for Sphene. Oh, okay.
Sveen did too, but so did
Hello.
Ari.
Oh, sorry, I totally missed that part. Out of game. In game, Gear Bear probably noticed. Oh, hey, it's Lunk.
Paying
Is that
attention is free.
Shut up.
Don't worry, you can't afford it.
Apparently.
Excuse me, DM, which one of us has a job?
Shut up.
Anyway.
Enough with personal insults. Go back to the game.
Gareth is going to look at, after his splotchy eyeballs fix themselves, he's going to look at Anna, see what she's like.
She's just hunched over on the ground.
Like semi-fetal position.
Like she's imagine like sitting on your knees,
Yes.
and then her arms are just kind of like just laying on the ground.
Okay. All right. Well, is everyone else doing well here?
Emma's like, yeah, I'm doing fine. Lunk's like,
No response from Sveen.
Lunk's like, thanks to Sphene, I'm okay. As Ari just glows there like like a beacon lighthouse, bright flashy, bright white transparent wings. His eyes are same.
Gareth's going to gesture over at Ari. Nice wings. Those are new?
They're only new because I haven't had a reason to use them. And I used them for damn near nothing.
I mean, we were getting stomped pretty hard. That's the military term, mind you, stomped.
I mean,
Wow.
some of the party was, but not all of us.
I figured if we couldn't all make it through, then it's best to start yanking people out before situations become desperate. Anyone else? What, do you want to go back in? Is that what you're saying?
Not exactly.
Okay. So. I mean, I think we did okay.
We did A-okay.
Yes, thank you, Janice. And oh, hey, you didn't beat us with black tentacles. So I mean, personal improvement there.
I'm gonna pout. And glare.
I mean, I was happy about that.
No, I'm gonna pout at glare for you. Pout and glare for you just saying that. That's just saying I'm evil. I'm not evil.
So, what? So, hmm. So we have one passed out, one pouty. Lunk over there. Hey, Lunk, how you doing?
He puts his thumb up.
What?
He puts his thumb up in the air like good, like I'm doing okay.
No. I'm gonna give it right back to him and say, "Attaboy."
I mean, Lunk's in chat.
He doesn't have a mic.
Why doesn't he have a mic?
Wow. Probably because the universe conspired against him. I mean, that happens. That's how it goes when recording.
True.
So,
Emily's like, I don't know. Garrus, you know more about this than I do. And she points down to Sphene.
her blacking out. I feel like I don't know more about that than you.
Well, this is the first time I'm seeing this.
She, you walked behind her in the cave, same as the rest of us. Well, some of us.
Yep.
She doesn't like the dark.
Fair.
Does anybody know how she was last doing when we got out?
I mean, she was the last one pulled out, so we all should have seen something. No? Anyone?
Nada.
I mean, I thought she had been okay. But clearly something otherwise came up.
Yep, you're right. Emily, Ari, do you want to figure out what's going on there? Try to wake her up? I gotta. I don't know. You see Gareth kind of rub the right side of his face where he still looks a little messed up from that. You have reduced max HP thing now.
Ari's just gonna kind of shoo you off to go do your thing.
Right.
And proceed to investigate on Sphene, see if there's anything noticeable.
Okay. Let me check a character sheet quick. Make an investigation check. Besides the gashes and dents in her armor from the fight, overall, you're not really sure. Maybe it's like an inside part that got damaged. The outside is fairly fine. Suppose that the war forces can take a lot more damage than they currently, than Sheen currently has. But you don't know why she's out.
Emily, you don't know anything about what might have.
Triana comes up to you, well, all three of you, while you're hovering over Sphene, and she's like, getting now a closer look at Sphene, she looks at you and is like, I heard of Warforges having defects. You suppose this could be one of them?
I mean, that's as good a theory as anything at this point.
Well, if the creation forges of the old Zadian world are still up, maybe you guys can remove the defect. At this time, Sphene, you wake up.
She immediately gets up and is like, "What's going?" And just you can see there's panic everywhere in her face and
You
everything.
three see Emily, Triana, and Ari all sitting around you.
She's just terrified at this second, not sure what's going on, and darkness.
There's no darkness around you right now.
But there was darkness, so she's still freaked out.
Are you okay?
I thought I was deactivated.
I mean, you
As she's slowly calming herself down.
blacked out, as far as we can tell.
That happens from time to time.
But I would assume it's not supposed to?
No, not unless forced. Which would be a deactivation.
Well, I mean, Tristana brings up a good point. You were made in a creation forge, yes?
Most likely, yes. I don't recall ever being in one, but it's the only possible place I could have been made.
And you don't have any other thoughts as to what would cause it? Like,
I
it doesn't
mean,
happen with
being-
extra damage and stuff.
I have no idea what exactly triggers it, so. It's happened in moments of calm, it's happened in moments after a battle, as such. Thankfully, it hasn't happened yet during a battle.
It would be worth getting it looked at. By somebody.
Yes, but there is no one here who knows how I was made. At least as far as I'm aware of.
No, but there's a possibility another creation forge exists. If you were made in one, going to one might give you the ability to fix that.
It could.
All right, we can add that to the list. Honestly, I'm fine with that one being next. Maybe we can talk about this.
Tryon's like, speaking of talking to, I would like to talk to all 7 of you, but in a more private location.
Of
Gestures.
course. As
We may need a minute
Yeah.
first.
Gerber
Yeah.
gestures to the mirror.
Okay.
You mean you don't want him overhearing?
Yeah. Well, I'll say that.
Is the big demon boy in the mirror?
Yeah, he's still in the mirror.
Oh,
He
I'm gonna
looks
flip.
quite injured, but he's mighty pissed.
I'm gonna flip him the bird.
He throws a fireball, but it doesn't go through the mirror.
I'm going to put my hand on my tum tum and use my other hand and point and laugh, or at least just mimic laughing.
He just looks like if he was a cartoon character, like in the early 30s, he'd have steam coming out of his ears.
Noise. That's all. That's all the tormenting I'm going to do before that totally bites me in the butt.
would be good thought.
All right. Can we? Is everyone down? Or are we?
As we're gonna go, I'm just gonna wave goodbye to him. Just because.
Let's all go to that ship for a little R&R.
Go to the private area.
I thought you wanted to talk to Anna.
Yep, we are. She's not talking right now. Hey, Anna, come on. Offers hand to help her up. Come on, let's go back to the ship.
She's gonna stand up and start walking down the hall.
Garrett's going to turn to Ari. Can you keep an eye on her for a minute?
I suppose.
Because I don't want her to freaking disappear again. Thank you. With that, Gareth is going to kind of stand there as hopefully, or I should say, watching everyone else walk to the boat. Is that right?
Or wherever we're going.
I assume it's the boat.
Yeah, Tryon leads you back to the boat.
Gareth is going to bring up the rear, and by bring up the rear, I mean stay behind as everyone else leaves. And he's going to walk over to that mirror right there.
Okay, you see in the mirror that star elf again.
Yep. Gareth is going to kind of knock on the side of the window, say, "Hey, remind me your name, please."
Fervera.
Yep. Can I call you Phoebe?
She shrugs.
All right, cool. So what was it you were saying about our little pink-haired gal? Something reminded you of an experiment?
Yes. I was working on a side project. And let's just say this project reminded me a lot of her.
Can you give me any more details on that, please?
Oh, something about an angel with demonic blood.
I feel like you should know. Were you trying to crossbreed angels and demons?
Yes. And she gives this wide, overly wide smile.
Is it like unnaturally wide?
Yes.
Oh, good. So I'm picturing the face of a titan. Okay.
Just before it eats Aaron's mom.
Basically,
Hmm.
I haven't seen that show, but those smiles are creepy. Um, she just turns into Abeloth for a second. um, so why were you? Garrett's going to cough a little bit because he's still not feeling super awesome. Why were you trying to crossbreed angels and demons?
Hmm. Oh, do you have time for a long story?
Can you make it short?
Young kids these days.
Yep, you're right. As you can see, I'm not feeling super hot right now, so let's pick this up, please, before I pass out.
Well, 700 years ago.
Ah.
Well, longer. I've been here for a while. There was this hmm, son of a god. Well, just say this demigod got obsessed with a certain artifact. And once he had it, um, the demonic blood that he was trying to hide from his brothers started showing, and he nearly wiped out the entire material plane.
Oh, so he
I
hit a. Okay.
I was trying to replicate that
Why? Why are you trying to replicate demon puberty?
for the funds.
See, this is the kind of attitude that gets you locked in here.
Eh. My experiments was gonna help the world, and they locked
But
me in here for political reasons.
you were going to help the world by taking over. No, sorry, destroying the mortal plane.
By learning, if I knew how this being got created, I can stop other beings from being formed in a way.
So you mean you think it's a little more complicated than a mommy and a daddy, one of each, I don't know, species, doing. And you see Gareth hold up a pointer finger and a clenched fist and like gesture towards each other. Is that not
Trust
how this
me,
works?
I have tried that, and let's just say the offspring doesn't last very long.
Ah, good. So you have any research notes? You said upstairs, right? Unprotected, correct?
Oh, very protected.
Okay. What's the combo to deactivate that crap? Because I'm in no mood. Gestures to his still freaking blackened face from whatever necrotic stuff that was. Because I'm in no mood to tango.
Well, there is no getting around it besides just being me. My research was very sacred to me, so I made certain preparations to keep it that way.
Okay, so what are we talking about here?
Monsters, golems, traps, puzzles.
All right, I'll tell you what. You draw me up a little map, please, and I will talk with people here about getting you out. How's that sound? A little map of what and how to get around it without becoming minced meat.
Very well. I will
Wait.
give you that map in a sec while we jump to everyone else.
Yep. Hold up, DM. I got to roll deception on that shit.
Go for it.
Because I'm not going to talk with anyone about getting her out. Hit.
You're trying to kill me?
Oh, crap.
Hmm.
Oh, crap.
Okay. She draws you 4 circles, and then in each circle, they have like this like maze, and each one has certain traps marked out. And she's like at the very bottom circle, which she marks as the 4th floor. Uh, she draws a very open room, and on the far end, on the far bottom right of it, is a book.
All right. I'm going to remember and or write that down while we cut to everyone else.
Okay. Everyone else, you go to the airship and you're waiting for Garrus. And he said he'll be there shortly. But it's been a while.
Does someone need to go get Gareth?
Emily says, nah, he's a big boy.
Trion's like, but we should at least wait for him. He's not a licensed arbiter, and
Then should one of us not be in there with him?
oh, fine, I'll go get him. Stay put.
Out of game, behold my secret plan.
uh, as she's drawing the file map pointed to the forever pointing to the book on the 4th floor, you see Triana walk up to you.
Yo, hi, coming. Just, I think I got this memorized. Out of game. I'm totally relying on you to remember that, DM.
Okay.
Thanks, bud. Yep, coming. Thanks. I'm just gonna wave to the chick and walk away from the mirror.
Yeah. As soon as you walk away, she disappears in the mirror. You guys
Right.
go
Yep.
to the ship that's sitting in front of the prison mirrors. There was 4 ships, and now there's 1 left. Everyone else is on the ship, and Triana and Garrus walk on. You don't see any, extra crew. So Triana goes up to the steering column and gets the ship airborne.
Oh, are we leaving right now? I thought we were just talking.
Oh, I want to get away from the prison just a little bit.
Okay. Your boat.
Okay, you
Gareth is
guys.
gonna lean heavily on a rail, but maintain standing, so he looks cool.
Okay, I'm gonna have everyone make a perception check.
Good.
I see nothing.
Yeah, but it's a dirty one, so can't be that
I
bad.
still see basically nothing.
Basically. Huh, we on boat.
Janice.
Yeah, oh, I'm trying to find it again. There we are.
Okay. Uh, Anna, Lunk, and Janice. All three of you notice that you're taking a slightly different path than you were when you got here.
So what you're saying is we're not going back the same way we went to the ship.
Yeah, from the summit, you guys are not going the same route back.
I'm gonna question why we're going a different way.
I want to get off the main routes. This topic is very much for your ears only.
You're that Lunk? You get to be a part of clandestine things now. Ooh.
And what exactly is it you need to talk to us about?
You'll see here in a sec.
Garrett starts counting.
Okay. As for flying for about an hour, and you're in a part of the desert that you guys don't recognize. She stops the ship. Does a little spell as she steps into the center of all of you, and then she spreads her hands out wide. It's like, okay, we should be good now. What I just did was an inverse silent spell. Whatever we said in this dome right now, no one from the outside, even if they try to scry on us, can hear us.
Interesting.
It's a personal cone of silence.
Yes. This is unexpectedly very top secret.
You sure you want to tell Lunk? Because
He's got a big mouth.
after Lunk inevitably shoots Gareth a dirty look, Gareth is going to hold up his hands, kind of like in this surrender position, like I'm mostly kidding right now. Go on.
Lunk just kind of like arms crossed, kind of pouts. Trying to like, well, you're one of the few teams I can trust right now.
Really.
Even if you guys spill, it wouldn't matter in the end. If we get caught in this, we're all screwed.
Tell us more. Tell us more.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Says here. He has very much big ties still in the Arbiters.
Oh.
I suspect that there are some part of the Arbiters that are on his side.
Oh.
Uh, the cult that Sesdir works for is known as the Cult of Three Daughters, or the Cult of Lilith. There has been no raids on any cult locations ever. And they're getting almost too big for the Arbiters to take care of. Quietly, I should add.
But why hasn't anybody gone after him then?
That's why I suspect that Sesdir has some inside help keeping his missions quiet.
So, what is it you're suggesting? Because I imagine you aren't telling this because you're wanting to.
No. I'd much rather keep the Arbiter's plans a secret, but
But if there's bad apples, you got to get rid of them.
exactly.
So, what are you suggesting we do?
Well, It's too big to be quiet for the arbiters. Maybe not for a group of adventurers guild. So, I would like the seven of you to hire as many mercenaries as possible.
Form a guild and help take care of this mess, I imagine.
We'll do a few odd jobs here and there to keep your
Staff
guild,
busy.
well, not just busy, but
Well, nah,
make,
we need to put up a serious front. That's what he's talking about. That's how these things work.
yes. I know of a adventurers guild in the Red City, but unfortunately, it is run by House Lilith.
Is that the same?
That is this. Isn't that the House of Lilith connected to the cult of the three sisters? So it wouldn't
Un-
be wise then.
yes, it's unclear if the house is actually connected or is just a poor misnomer. But
But
I
we'd rather
suspect,
not make. We'd better not make any unnecessary chances.
yes, I agree.
And what about the ones involved in the group?
Your party here will have to do some side missions, so you can make it look like you're not directly going after the cult of Lilith.
But be close in proximity to them to take some notes or things.
Yes, maybe have some of your guild members research on the cult of Lilith while you are out killing a dragon or whatnot. So make it look like if someone were to investigate you, you guys are out doing heroes work, while in the background it's not so much.
So you just want us to essentially set up a new arbiters. That's what I'm hearing.
You won't be as secretive. The Arbiters will still remain a secret organization.
As you said, we're making an adventures guild where we'll put out quests and stuff.
Yes, maybe have this guild raid a Lilith house or something, and then claim it as, part of your civic duty. And at the same time, have a different group of adventurers go out and, excuse me, uh, take care of a Wyvern sighting or something. Just so you have that front. So you're not just going off the Arbiters, because going after the Lilith cult. Sorry.
Well, I mean,
That's not-
you're expecting arbiters to get involved in that anyway, so we would be.
Yes, like the Arbiters have been spread very thin. I think that's deliberate. Been sent off on more and more suicide quests.
You feel the same way, Ari?
I couldn't
But
say. I
that's
haven't seen many other arbiters lately.
so. Yes, essentially.
I mean, it's a very real possibility, but I couldn't say for sure.
Mhm.
So, in order to start this guild, we need a location, to hire people, and of course, a building, which is involved in the location.
Or just a vessel.
Or, yeah, some sort of home base.
I believe it would probably be best if we were trying to hire others as well to have it at a semi permanent location.
A
fair.
physical location, yes,
That's
maybe.
not on a ship and can move around.
Oh, but I wanted a helicarrier.
Sorry, Gareth. But it would be too unpredictable to where to find if we sent them out for them to get back on. We need this location to be slightly popular enough where people go through.
Yes, and you gotta make it public enough so if other adventurers go in it, they can be adventurers and get drunk and be rowdy, because that's what adventurers
Have a
are.
tavern in it.
You gotta send out some more of your trusted agents to do the more delicate missions.
Hush hush stuff.
Yes.
Oh, long confined house. Long confined house, good.
Oh boy.
Is there any locations you're hoping that we start it in?
Well, that's a good question. You could start in the Red City, make waves for House Lilith,
Mm-hmm.
but that might draw suspicion to
That
you.
would be too
Plus,
obvious.
getting land there is probably quite expensive and hard to come by for a larger location.
Yes, considering most of the land is controlled by the four houses. So, your guys' first mission is to acquire a stronghold.
Did I hear something about a Castle Dawnstar or something in a valley somewhere? Or is that just hearsay? Anyone?
Might have been hearsay.
Hmm.
I mean, does anybody have a thought for a location?
I've been wanting to make my own place in Wolfpine. We could start there.
Any objections?
Nope.
Wolfpine. Wolfpine. Give me a sec while I scrabble through my notes, as Tristan says.
It's
Alright.
between Failure and the Red City.
Yes.
Kind of small.
I do
Smells
remember.
like dog. You'd know.
Yes.
Yeah, fair point.
Named after
But-
a pine in the center of the town.
Yes, we're just there. Not
Yes.
a week
Mhm.
ago.
Yes.
It appears that as she opens her notebook and finally finds a page, that Marriage Raven is mayor there. He also probably is the majority landholder.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be convincing her to give us some land.
It's a him.
Him.
Or him. Sorry,
Wow.
I didn't quite hear.
Wow.
It's a
Lady.
high elf. He's
Although they're
very strict.
Oh, you guys, I know this guy. We go way back.
do you know him in a good way or a bad way?
More or less neutral, but you know.
This is not a high elf and not a Zadian.
Well, high elves are distantly related to Zadian elves, but distantly, like far
I
cousins.
might not be the best first impression with him then. Seeing
Good
as
thing
you
there's a lot
already...
of us here.
Yes, but if I'm wanting it to be in my land, because that's the reason why I proposed it.
That sounds convenient. I vote we put on.
I mean,
Oh.
send somebody as a representative.
Oh, I'm sure he's on his way to the Red City Midwinter's Festival for the dance there.
What better way to socialize?
I'm sorry, it's you guys all like cut out for a solid 3 seconds.
I'm sure he's going to the Midwinter's Festival for the dance because all the major houses and families go to the dance at Midwinter's
You
Festival.
see her face light up at the mention of a dance or a ball thing.
Seeing
better
we wouldn't
way
have
for
put out if
everybody
we
to
didn't make it
socialize.
Trust.
My, it's been so long since I've been to one of those. Although the last one, I wish not to speak of. It'll be so good to see one of those again. Although I wish I could bring someone else with me, but sadly I can't.
Well, I suppose that means we'll have to blend in.
Yes, you guys will have to get fancy.
I suggest we probably go to that one. How long is it until that festival and dance?
It's about 2 weeks.
Do you mind if we make a stop at Ship's Haven? I have some things I need to collect from there.
I
Speaking of
don't.
Chipshaven,
I don't know if there's enough time to go there and up to the Red City, but we can figure that out.
oh, on the Dawn Razor, there'll be plenty of time. Garrus, I will like to speak to you about Chipshaven.
Oh, what of it?
The Zadian elf leader that you had, she has
Yeah.
been removed.
Yep. That seems about right. That was not unanticipated.
Two of my arbiters have been very busy cleaning up the mess that she has created there.
Wow. Well, they have their work cut out for them on that front then.
Yes, a new mayor has been placed. A half orc named Gorosh.
Gorosh? Okay. He's he a good guy? I don't
Yes,
recognize the name.
um, he was when Countess Vanera attacked the orc district in the Ship's Haven. He was a peaceful protester.
I got you.
So what you're saying, he was burning everything down.
No, peaceful protester.
I don't want to go into politics right now, guys.
I know.
Was not.
Tis that joke.
Regardless. Okay, cool. So he sounds like a decent guy there. So what do you when you say you had a couple of arbiters in there? Anyone I may know?
uh, they mostly go by their nicknames.
Which
Grenader and Monk.
Grenader and Monk, huh?
Yes.
I'm sorry, those are those. Yep, good names. Really, Grenadier cleans up messes because I feel like he just make more. I have to
He's
throw that out
surprisingly
there.
a very good politician.
You shouldn't
Okay.
judge a book by its cover.
I
He's also
know.
a very big weapon explosive expert.
There it is. And Sveen, I know not to judge a book by a cover, but when the book is called "I Blow Crap Up," I don't expect tea parties to be coming from it. I mean, I feel like there's. Anyway, good for Ship's Haven.
I suppose that's something else on the list I should work on figuring out.
Trion's going to ignore that comment, and since Ari doesn't seem to be wanting to elaborate on it,
So, basically, in 2 weeks' time, we need to go to the ball, convince the High Elven sir that we need some land for a guild of a larger size, and start forming said guild.
yes. In the meantime, while you find this home base, try to find others who are willing to join.
I have an idea of a couple of young elves.
Is it
Who
those
might
people
be
that
willing.
didn't want to be crew?
I mean, they were quite enthusiastic to join for other reasons.
Yeah, fair. I also vote that we find a decrepit mansion somewhere and fix that up instead of
I
building
mean,
fresh.
I already have that location.
Hey, I didn't know if you had buildings on that land, so I got you.
The land I wanted is in old ruins.
I got you.
Blair, so where we, well, Emily and Lunk and I have escorted some elves there at one point. So, yes, it may be decrepit, but it's still a place where people can live.
That's perfect. That's good.
And we can hire the elves to help work out at the tavern.
Mhm.
Give them a steady job and things like that.
Yep, that's what I meant. I just didn't think we wanted to start fresh on infrastructure. That's all.
Anyway,
There
then
is
if we're
go Sven.
go ahead, go right ahead.
Okay,
Oh,
Sven, you just go for it, Sven, before this becomes an issue.
yes.
No, I was just going to be clarifying what we were going to be doing. You go right ahead.
Oh, there's another cult you guys should keep an eye on.
There's a lot of these. I thought you dealt with those things.
We have in the past, but like I said, our numbers are small. And it's been
Mhm.
quite an active year.
Okie doke.
It's called the Cult of the Golden Hand.
Are we talking about King Midas here?
I'm sorry, who's that?
Oh,
He's the. Never mind. Keep going, Triana.
uh, the Golden Hand is trying to summon a demon lord. From Ari's mission, we apprehended one of the cultists. They're a cult of powerful necromancers. It seems like Chipshaven's one of Neckbeard's assistants was a necromancer of the same cult.
Oh, good.
I
Didn't we splat him against the ground?
thought he went down with the ship.
Literally.
We took
We
that
threw-
down.
No, I threw him overboard.
Or he might have jumped, who knows? But it still would have more than likely.
Well, you killed the captain, you didn't kill the necromancer. The necromancer was captured by the Thieves Guild and turned over to us as well. We interrogated her and we got very little information out of her. If it wasn't for Ari here to find another cultist who was more willing to talk, we would know nothing about this cult.
You mean Rengar?
No, Rengar was a separate individual threat.
He was just a dick all on his own. I got you. All right. Well, sounds like we're heading home after something else here first. Is that right?
After we get back to the summit, I'll be departing from your group and you guys can do what you guys do.
Well, then I suggest we quickly head over to Ship's Haven so we make best use of our time.
I mean, I want to point out here though, I chatted with what's her name, Phoebe or whatever, over in that other mirror, and hey Janice, do you want to plug your ears for a second?
Why?
Because you're not gonna like what I'm gonna say.
Fine.
Okay, thank you, thanks.
La 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 la.
Okay, so talking with Phoebe, Janice, you got to keep doing it for my RP reasons. Come on.
God damn it. La la la.
Okay, well now you're just being anyway. Anyway, so Phoebe said that apparently she was trying to replicate some kind of breeding between angel and demon, and that one over there who can't hear us right now probably as a result of that. Anyway, we can find out more about this if we visit her website. I mean, her labs, her offices upstairs of this fancy prison we're at right now while we're here. Who's with me?
What's a website?
I don't know. It's just verbal vomit.
Seems like something I should know.
I don't know. It sounds like it has spiders. It sounds icky.
I don't know, something technological. It sounds like.
I don't know. I think that's like another name for a spider nest, a website.
Maybe.
Anyway, we're
Or a
getting.
place where a spider.
I thought you wanted to speed through this.
Well,
Phoebe drew like something of a map of her office, although it's going to be a spooky danger fest.
I imagine we should rather heal up a bit.
Okay, yeah.
Can it
but
not
I
wait?
mean, do we want to fix that one over there, or what?
Right Right now, she isn't currently causing any harm, is she not?
Okay, no, but I'm just saying, I don't want to get punched with another black tentacle.
How about
I
after we
agree with
get the guild?
Garrett.
That way, then we
Whoa.
can say. How about after the guild? Then we can say it was part of our guild stuff, and
Fixing-
thusly less
But-
suspicious.
But we're here, right now.
Gareth is right. We are here.
I mean, you're bleeding from the hip, but I'm just saying. We can bum rush up to the Red City after a good night's rest here and poking through that super dangerous office complex. Anna, you have any opinion on this?
She just shakes her head.
Will you come with and help us? We need you. Friends got to stick together.
She just scoffs.
Ohana means family.
What is this language?
I don't know, okay?
I think Gareth might be having some psycho issues. I don't know.
Yeah, Ari,
Is that
when
a wire
you're,
loose?
you know what now on Garrus, he has like his eyes all yellow and his ears all black on his right side.
Like some black veins going across his face and stuff still.
Yeah.
Like that picture I put in chat last week, 2 weeks.
Okay. Gareth, I think you should go to bed.
I don't wanna.
Don't make me go put you in bed.
You know what, Mom? That's all I got. No, we're fine. We're talking.
You should go to bed.
I don't.
How about this? We'll decide this once we've all gotten better and had at least a long rest.
A long rest. What are you talking like one of those tabletop RPGs, a long rest?
I was meaning for an extended period of time of rest,
Oh, I got you.
I got you, Holmes.
as one does when I believe it's called sleeping.
Oh, yeah.
Something you claim I do when I black out, but I actually don't do.
Oh, hey, speaking of those blackouts, can I have your cubic 8 that you took from Anna?
I think it's safe with me for now.
I know. I don't want Lunk or anyone to pickpocket you if you pass out again. That's all.
I mean, I don't sleep, so it's probably in the best my hands.
But you do pass out.
Every time I've passed out, you've been there to see it.
That okay? I'm just saying. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to hold the thing for a minute for the first time with no ulterior motives. You're right. I maybe need to go to. Gareth is going to walk over to where. Hey Anna, where are you? Are you just kind of sitting or standing somewhere?
Yeah, she's just in the area.
Okay, when you go, I need a little more adjectives than that.
Well, you guys are floating above the desert, about an hour or so away from.
I know.
prison
Yeah,
maze.
I'm on the boat, DM. Thank you, but on the boat.
The boats only have one deck, so you know.
That's- Yes,
Yeah,
and I'm
just-
wondering where Anna is positioned on the one deck of the boat.
Like, is she by a railing? Is she in the middle of the boat? Is she in the center?
Yeah, she's probably by one of the railings, just sitting and listening.
Gareth is gonna go over, lean against the railing, plop down on his tuchus next to her, and like tap her foot, then just kind of like tuck his head in and prepare for sleep.
He does what?
What I said.
He sits down.
Creepily close. Yep,
He fucking dies.
not quite. I mean, You guys finish your conversation. I'll just be over here, going to bed like Ari told me to.
Good.
How is he sleeping?
He's just leaning against the railing right now. with his
Okay.
butt on the ground. You know, have you ever sat on your butt leaning against something,
No,
Anna?
I just wanted to make sure I was understanding what was being said. Otherwise, Gareth was going overboard.
That's fair.
I was like, wait a minute. Okay, no, it's all good. It's all good. Continue.
Ari, what do you think of this plan?
Of what plan?
Of the guild plan?
I mean, developing the guild is a strong starting point. It would make sense, but I think we should attend the Midwinter's Festival to do so. It helps create social standing for everybody. And that's important in a lot of those rings if you're trying to get into them.
Yes.
However, I'm still at a loss as to where this all leaves the Arbiters, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Trion's like, I will deal with the arbiters. I'll find quietly members we can trust, and we'll go from there. Also, it is highly suspected that says deer has gotten in the King's Blade.
Does it like expand and cut things in half?
It has been known to, yes.
Yeah, he totally has it. 100%.
Oh. Well, the culture got way more dangerous.
Oh, good.
Fantastic.
That's no problem.
Wonderful.
That artifact is known as an artifact of ruin. They're a precursor from the Titan Wars.
Sorry, that was out of game. Sorry.
If you guys were to face the guild right now, you will most certainly lose.
So that's why we take out parts at a time.
Yes. Also, try to find your own artifacts of ruin.
Gareth is going to look at discreetly, so let me roll. Gareth is going to look at. Fuck. Wait. Oh, crap. Edit that out. Gareth is going to look at Anna's golden hand. Just to acknowledge its presence and question what it may be.
Is there any way to tell an artifact of ruin from most other artifacts?
They'll be much stronger. The artifact of ruin, the King's Blade, has been known to expand and destroy temples and shoot giant laser beams out of its blade as you swing it.
Out of its eyes. Carry on.
It's also been known to whatever it kills a target to leave their eyes blackened. Each artifact of ruin has that kind of special feature to it.
Any leads on where any of them might be?
Well, there is one called the frozen spear, of the Unseelie Court. It has been known to be a weapon mob the arch fairy of the Winter Court to use from time to time. It's currently suspected to be somewhere on the material plane. There's one currently known as the. Give me a second. As she pulled out her notebook. Here it is. The Sword of Caldon. It rivals the King's Blade in power, but it is quite unpredictable at times.
Say question. As she pulls out her axe.
Oops.
Would this
As you
one
pull,
be?
as you pull your axe, not realizing that it's slightly different than you remember it. Instead of like the viney, branchy handle, is a polished wooden. Oh, it's like inlays of marble into it.
Midas thing likes to change quite a bit.
Triana looks at it, and she nods, and yes, I'll suspect that is an artifact of rune.
Interesting. As she I should probably now describe to you, DM, what she does with her battle axe when she's not holding it. It's just slung around her back, and I imagine there's some sort of secure holding it on her back that she can just reach back and grab.
Yeah, I kind of imagine it's like God of
It's still
War.
visible when she's not holding it, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, you
You
can
know
have
how
your
some
own.
people would carry a spear on them without having to use both their hands?
Yeah, I'm sure there's like a little hook or something that it goes into.
Yeah.
I was not concerned about it.
Okay. In case you ever need to make mention of it, a random NPC seeing it.
Triana also points at Anna, and I suspect that her golden hand is also an artifact of rune.
Interesting. So we have
Hey.
multiple runes now.
Hey, good pick, Anna. He's gonna tap your foot again. Does Anna do anything?
She's just glaring at you. Just
When you say glaring, is this
Like-
I'm gonna murder you in your sleep glare or a?
yeah, pretty much.
Oh. Okay, well, recognize that he's gonna say, "Hey, friends don't kill each other." No reaction.
Well, she's just glaring at you.
Okay. Stop patting her foot.
She's just gonna go back to looking at over the rails.
Okay, so the more we're gonna poke that bear. At this juncture, at least.
Yes, Ari, you look like you're sinking.
Nothing so far.
I would suspect that the Cult of Lilith has other artifacts to ruin. So the two you have here may not be enough.
But if we slowly dwindle them down, they'll get weaker.
Hopefully.
So the sooner we get that guild going, the better.
Yes. Now, the question is, what do the seven of you want to do?
Am I still holding my ears here? Because I haven't been told to stop yet.
Oh yeah, because no one has said that. We just kind of forgot about you.
Spina will wave towards Janice, and yeah.
Alright, I uncover my ears.
Thank you, Janice. Speen kind of forgot to tell you earlier.
I did? Who was the one that told her to cover her ears?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm severely wounded in the head again, remember? Looks over at Ari.
Oh my memory seems to go. You were wounded?
Excuse me, what did I do to you?
Nothing. Hey, Anna, what do you want to do? Or not Anna, Janice. I mean, Anna too, but she's not talking.
I don't know. I remember hearing something about a dance.
I would enjoy that as well.
Not yet. Uh, Thought of a joke for future here, guys, but
What?
nothing. It will happen at the dance.
Besides, Gareth, it would be a chance to wear your fancy attire of military and get recognized for it.
I mean, I had my uniform on and you broke my chest plate. Just want to point that out there.
Rip.
Wasn't
No,
my
smash.
Wasn't my fault. He redirected my axe.
I'm just
Didn't
nope.
mean to.
I'm just saying you broke it. It'll get replaced, but uncool.
It wasn't like I was trying. As she
No,
has
but
a very, very sad face.
If robots could cry.
wow. I'm sorry, guys. Am I supposed to feel bad for the person who breaks my stuff, even if it was inadvertent? Finally notices Sphene, like, I don't know, robot welling up. Like, we're fine. Sphene, we're fine. We're going to get another one then when we go to Ship's Haven eventually. Until then, I have that civilian
But I
breastplate.
still hurt you.
Okay, we're fine. We're good. See? Pat's chest. Like, we're fine. We are physically and emotionally fine.
She still has that sad face but looks down.
I don't want to be cheerleader. Gareth says quietly as he bangs his head against the handrail behind him.
You're the one who brought it up out of character.
Yeah, it was funny. In character.
The scene, it was not.
Yeah.
Because
Actually, Sphene was the one who brought up looking nice and being in
You-
dress uniform.
you brought up the fact that she broke it.
Yes, because it was prudent.
Children.
Hey, this is out of game. You can't dictate to me here.
I never said that was in game.
Gains 1 level of exhaustion. From that sigh alone.
Now, anyway, I suggest we probably find a way to get ourselves going so that we can keep all of our stuff on track. Got a lot of ground to cover and not all that
Not
long
a lot
to
of
do
time.
So,
So
are
then
we
let's-
going? Are we sleeping then going back into the offices?
Do you
Or
wish to
not?
head back into the offices for now?
I mean, I do, because I seem to recall that all of us were pretty worried about Janice decimating our butts a while ago in the desert.
No, I know what
Nothing.
you're talking
Hey, earplugs.
La, 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 la.
Well,
So if people aren't concerned with that anymore, I mean, that's fine.
How long would it take to get through that? We don't know.
I don't know. She drew me a map, not a ETA. Not a estimated time of completion. Hey, Triana, can we come back here as necessary?
You need a higher tier arbor, like myself.
Yeah, that's fine. We know Ari can get a hold of you.
I don't know how free I'll be in the next few weeks.
Excuse me, we brought in Rangar. Can we get a little priority when necessary?
Depends on if the higher tier arbors find out that I'm snooping. They might send me on mission after mission after mission.
Fair point.
So what I'm hearing is if we're going to, it's now, or
Never.
it may be quite a while before we get to.
Mm-hmm.
Then
That's
in
what I'm
sake
hearing
of
too,
our,
sister.
then in sake for our party's sanity, we should probably go now.
Is she
That-
going to want to come with us, or is that going to be
Yeah.
an issue?
Nah, we'll bring her. If anything else, Lunk can hog tie her.
Oh wait, I'm still earplugged. That's right.
La 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 la. You're not listening.
Listening.
Just remember, as Triana pipes up, as much time you spend in the prison, it's less time you have to prepare for the politics.
Yeah, that's like a shopping spree, is it not?
Depends on who your target politician is. It can be very hard to persuade unless you know exactly what they want.
So then it'd be best if we want to have a better advantage to do some investigating on the person. Find out what they want and don't want. So we can play
Right.
our cards right.
Okay, fine. We'll go do that then. We'll just
Hey, we're
take
to the festival.
what?
What?
Lunk, we didn't hear you well.
Literally.
Hooray, we're going to the festival.
Oh, yeah.
So, to the festival, is that in agreements of everyone?
I think it's in all of our best interest. I would say we should.
Anna?
I'm gonna do an ear gesture at Janice to take her ears out. Her
Oh,
fingers
yeah,
out of her
crap.
ears.
Yeah.
You're good now.
Okay.
We're
So,
going
are
to
we
the
all in
festival.
agreement of going to the festival?
Anna? Anna?
She's
Did you,
just,
want to,
huh?
did you want to get all dolled up and go to a festival? You can show off that mad bling on your arm.
She just glare at you again and back out over the rails. Once
Right.
we're done here, I'm going home.
We'd very much like for you to stick around and help because you're awesome. And we need you.
I don't believe that's true, but I'll let you think what you want.
Well, I mean, we do. I don't usually like it when friends leave, so. Anyone else who's with me? Who thinks we all need Anna? Because I'm pretty sure we all do.
All
It'd
right.
be nice to have her company going forward.
See? Sveen thinks so. Janice thinks so. Lunk definitely thinks so.
Lunk shakes his head.
Shakes or nods?
Shakes.
No or yes?
No.
Wow. Lunk, I'm
Well,
gonna flip Lunk off.
I see
Shoot
clearly
him.
the party is in disagreement.
Yeah, well, the parties are full of dicks. Anna, just stick around, please.
I'll think about it.
All right, thank you. Need to talk? I'm literally at your feet.
You know there is a possibility of us getting stronger and being able to go back in again at some point.
If that's what you lot want to do, then I guess you can do it.
I mean, we'd like to help you kill your, was it former masters? Is that what it was?
He already proved his point.
just let us get a bit stronger, go in with a bit more of a plan, because of Lunk, we just kind of charged in. We'll be fine. We'll take him down.
But then there'd be no point.
There's no point killing the guy you just wanted us to kill.
As I stated already, he already proved the point.
We'll get him next time. It'll be no problem. So are you gonna stick around and eventually help us wipe that smear off his smear? Turn his face into a smear? We'll go that route.
Let's just worry about getting back to the ship.
Please? Alright, well, she does have a good point. Hit that gas, Johnny. We have a party to go to.
Shriana nods and drops the spell. She walks over back to the steering wheel and points the ship in the direction of the summit.
Break time?
Yeah, we'll take a 5-minute break here.
Yay!
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you guys have about 12 hours of flying in the desert to get to the summit. And then our 3-hour walk in complete darkness to get to the village at the summit.
Is there any way around the darkness?
Close your eyes and just pretend it's your eyelids.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. In game.
Bean doesn't even close her eyes for sleep, quote unquote,
Does she?
sleeping.
Does
Well,
she
She
blink?
claims to be acting normal, but that's very brief seconds
So-
of darkness that do you even remember blinking sort of thing?
Yeah, exactly. So just pretend it's a super long blink. Again, this is in game. At least my explanation is. See, it sounds fine. It works. It totally works.
That's just closing my eyes though.
Yeah. And
For a long
is-
time and being surrounded by darkness.
Well, no, because tell you what, when we're outside the cave, I will tell you to close your eyes, and then I will tell you to open them, and you'll see the sun again.
But they'll be moving in between.
Yeah?
And there'll be darkness.
But
And
you
I
don't
won't
know
see
that.
anything.
Here.
And it'll be like the deactivating.
But you won't know there's darkness.
I won't be able to see anything. There's only darkness when you can't see.
You're blinking.
I don't blink because of necessity. I blink because keeping up appearances.
So keep up the appearance that you're doing a really long blink.
Who blinks for that long?
You do.
Normal
Because we-
people.
Sveen, I think we've already figured out that none of us in this party are normal.
Normal humanly bodily functions that I'm supposed to replicate.
I just don't want to take an extra hour and a half to walk behind you, that's all. Please? Will you work with us on that front? Just close your eyes and pretend it's a long blink?
I'm still gonna get freaked out.
We'll be fine. We'll be right there.
I haven't even done that myself.
Blinked?
No, really long blink.
Oh, well, try it tonight.
Anyone got a spell to give night vision?
Don't worry for it, just come standard with dark vision.
Nope.
You have to pay premium for that one.
When the
Yep.
fuck did that change? What, did that in Eberron where they just like, Dark Warforges don't need to see?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Basically.
What
So for
the-
just 4 payments of 500 gold apiece, you yourself can get a Warforge. Upgrade to the premium Warforge for $6.95 a month, and you can get one with night vision.
Yeah, my owners weren't that rich, so they didn't think the night vision was important.
Shipping and
they
handling
weren't
included.
they were rich enough to give you doll joints and human-looking features and all this, but they couldn't spare the extra expense of good eyeballs.
No, that's an
Understood.
extra 4 gold.
I believe it was something that would conflict with the jewels in my eyes and the night vision.
But all that glitters.
It would cause some sort of weird malfunction.
Because you're really normal right now.
That was because of years of deactivation that I have my issues. They didn't get me with those.
Mm-hmm. Is everyone here?
Yeah, everyone's
Yes.
here.
Alright,
Yeah.
boat ride.
I figured this conversation happened on the boat ride.
Yeah, just like.
No,
as
Anna's
we're-
not
as
involved
we're
in the
going along.
conversation. I was just being a smartass.
Well, in which case, we'll just
Perfect.
have. In my headcanon, then Emily said everything that you just said. So,
Works out great.
conversation preserved.
So yeah. I don't have night vision. I can't see anything in the darkness.
Just blink, please.
I'll try it, but
Okay.
I won't guarantee anything good will happen.
Practice tonight.
If I'm screaming, it's your fault.
That's fine. Hey, speaking of, do you have a paper and writing stick?
You mean a pencil or a pen or colored piece
Something-
of wax?
or charcoal? Yeah, sure. Just something to write with.
Or take that.
Sadly, I lost most of my stuff during the ship crash, so I don't really.
Or
Anyone?
Lunk, you were saying?
Oh,
Yeah.
You could take that charcoal and just burn it right in front of her, and therefore she can see light.
That's not.
You're thinking too much. It works.
Just give me that charcoal, please. I don't even know what charcoal we're talking about, but give me. All right. Once Gear Bear eventually searches the boat, finds what he needs, he's going to go back over next to Anna and sit down and just start writing on it.
Okay, I'll give you a few minutes to figure out what you're writing.
Oh, I already don't know, so we're okay.
Perfect.
He's had like 3 weeks to figure it out and hasn't, so I mean...
I've tried to do homework on it, but I can't. So we're just going to RP with it.
Under pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
And oil, and that's stinky.
And awesome.
Anywho, during these 12 hours, you guys can rest if you want.
Yes. And Scene's going to try the long blink.
Yes.
Should I roll something to see if it...
You get a full minute in. Roll your constitution. Check.
No.
Constitution check, okay.
Yes.
I start screaming.
Yep.
Very loud and very, very noticeable screams.
Hey, Triana, can you... Never mind. Can someone deal with that, please? I'm composing.
I'll head down.
Thank you.
I'm gonna head down and just knock on Spheen's door.
It's a single deck. You guys are literally
Oh, hey.
We're all just
the deck,
collapsing.
and then there is the platform where the wheel is, so you turn the ship.
It's
Perfect.
basically a diet-long ship.
Yeah.
A sloop.
What'd you just call me?
Whatever you want to be called, baby.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
God.
I think we're going to keep moving on.
Please. Please do.
Anyway, as you were saying, Miss Ari,
I'm gonna head over there and just kind of, like, gently try and put my hand... I don't know if you're moving or not.
no, she's just pure screaming.
Okay, I'm gonna put one hand over an ear, and try and put one hand on you.
Sorry, I tried the long blink. It was just like deactivating. Gareth told me to try it.
Okay, okay. Can we try a thing? It's gonna sound stupid, but we can try it.
Okay.
Hold my hands.
Holds hands.
Try the long blink.
Close his eyes.
Okay,
Do I
make a
need to roll again?
Constitution check with advantage.
God.
Do I start screaming again?
You're a little better, but not nearly as.
You can tell she's very much shaking. But she's not outright screaming.
Steps in the right direction. Okay.
At least it wasn't with disadvantage.
Go ahead and open your eyes.
Opens eyes.
Ah, man. Alright. Let's try it again. Offers one hand.
Takes hand with both hands.
And
Okay,
go ahead
Close
and try.
his eyes.
Constitution check with advantage.
Noise.
Knowing that Ari is there, and doing a long blank, you were able to make it way longer than you thought you would be able to.
And she's mostly calm during this. Ari.
Good. You seem like you're doing well this time.
I guess having something to hold like I usually do is nice.
Okay, so do we need to go with this?
If she could look like a puppy dog, she would. Please?
Okay, we can do that.
Anyway, gets back to long resting. Quote unquote. With eyes open.
Okay. For those who want to take a longer rest, you guys can restore all hit points, spell slots, hit die.
Well,
Mr. DM, I would like to. 1 second there, text. I would like to stay up as long as I possibly can, trying to figure out this thing I'm writing.
Okay. You guys have only been awake for maybe 8 hours, especially between like the prison mirrors and ship ride.
Yep.
But knowing this is a 15-hour trip roughly from the prison mirrors to the Dawn Razor, Tryon did recommend to rest. It's up to you if you want to or not.
I am going to write until sleep envelops me.
I am also going to attempt to sleep.
Okay. Ari, it's uncomfortable, but sleep does take you eventually. Especially after the long day you just had. Before I forget, any reduction in max HP is gone, so you go back to your full max HP. As Garrus writes his note.
Yep.
You make it back to where the bottom of the summit, where you guys first picked up to go to the prison mirrors. Triana leads you to the entrance of the cave. Sveen.
looks for Ari and grabs her hand.
Okay.
And then starts her long blink.
Okay.
DM.
Check.
Yep, sorry. I want to
It's
interject
okay.
something when they're done.
Okay. It's a long blink. Garrus.
She is shaking at
Alright.
this.
So when I did eventually pass out when I was writing, I would have kind of leaned to my right, assuming that's the side that Anna was on.
Hmm.
So Anna, when Gare Bear like fell asleep on your assumingly still standing leg, did you do anything?
She would have just like with her tail, just kind of like lifted him and then laid him on the deck.
Okay. All right, sweet. And then when like grabbing a cat by its neck fuzz. And then when waking up, you can see that all the like dark black blood vessels and stuff are off his face, but his right eye is now a whole lot more yellowy than it was before, as is the tip of his right ear. It's just kind of a permanent black color now. That's all.
Yeah, Garrus, you do eventually wake up as people are getting off the ship, and you go with them, and
Am,
you
am I
see
tight? Yep.
you
Okay.
see Sveen is shaking but holding on tight to Ari's hand. It is a long 3-hour hike uphill from the summit. You make it to the small Shao no halfling town, not Shao halfling, gravel gnomes. Sorry, and uh, it seems pretty peaceful today. The stand where the one young the young bleh, my word's good.
It's very good.
The stand where the old gravel gnome lady was selling potions is no longer there.
Oh, that's too bad.
You do make it to your ship. Your crew was kind of bored laying on deck until they see Garrus and they come to attention.
Darn tootin' they do.
Sveen still has her eyes closed and is blindly following.
Oh, Sveen.
You can open back up again. We have.
And upon saying that she can open it up, she opens her eyes.
Boom.
And she steadies herself now. Well,
Better?
it didn't take 5 ever for once to go through the darkness. Yay! That's out of character, by the way.
Oh.
Garrus, as you go on the ship, you see the Goliath, Mary Mountain,
Oh yeah.
is like, sir, we're kind of restless up here, and Seafarers, she's been kind of getting antsy. Apparently, she really wants to go see her sister.
Oh yeah. Crap. That was a whole subplot I entirely forgot about. Give me a sec. I'm trying to remember what we talked about with those people over and where Seafarer wanted to go.
Devilport.
Yeah, she needed to go teleport.
We got other stuff to do right now.
Oh, in that case,
Um,
can as Seafarer comes up, can you just drop me off in the nearest town and
all right, look, I'm going to be straight with you. We need to kind of expediently pop over to Shipshaven and then expediently pop over to the Red City. Now, we are totally 100% down to help you with finding your sister and with all that other jazz. If you want our help right away, you'll have to stick around on the ship.
Press 1.
Basically. If you'd like to talk with someone who cares, press 2.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Wow,
what?
you're so nice.
That was out of game. Anyway, yeah, so if you want our immediate help with all of that stuff, you can stick around as the crew here and get paid for your time, and then we possibly may have some other things to do too. But you're on the list. You'll get paid for your time.
She looks very disappointed, and kind of gets that wants to say something but doesn't know how to say it. Look.
Man, I am just disappointing all the women today, aren't I?
Yes.
Hey, if Seafair, if you have something to say, you can certainly say it. I won't hold it against you.
Uh,
You're an asshole.
my hometown is being attacked, and if I can't find my sister and help her get,
Like,
help her get on the throne, we might not have a city anymore.
like literally being attacked right now.
Yes, our king, he died, and Ava's next in line. And without a good leader, we'll most likely perish. So I went to go find her.
Out of game. This sounds like the DM wants us to split the party. Guys,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Where is this chick having to go?
Down to the
She
Devil
never
Port
said.
Town. Or,
Yep.
well, yeah,
Yes, she
said
did.
the Devil Port Town.
She said she's looking for.
her sister, and last known location is Devilport.
What was her sister's name again?
Ava Seafair, your former pilot.
Do we know what happened to the to
Did she
Ava?
die?
She was one of the few survivors of the airship Instinct.
I'm just kind of
You
left
got-
them there.
You left Ava,
Oops.
Okay,
Ivan.
correction. I don't know if we actually specifically said that we leave these people behind. Otherwise, I was working on the assumption that they just kind of followed us back to Ship's Haven.
You guys went to Red City and were attacked by Kraken on your way up.
Yeah, crap. I just kind of assumed they kept following us. Where'd we get the Dawn Razor? Okay.
So then they're at the Red City.
Could be.
Kind of.
Okay,
Well,
so with this knowledge, mind if I pipe up and say, she was our old captain. I thought she followed us to the Red City.
Pilot. I'm
Pilot,
Captain
sorry.
John. There's an important distinction. Yeah, so there's a fair chance that she's in the Red City. If you want to come.
Oh, as long as I go to the place where she might be at and I can go find her, I'll
lying, aren't you?
travel with you guys and be part of your crew
Perfect.
until we get the Red City.
Perfect. Wonderful. Well, we'll do our best to accommodate here on Dawn Razor Air. I do recommend staying away from Lunk. He likes to think with his head, and it's not the one on his shoulders. So,
Excuse me, who are you talking to?
Seafair.
That was amazing.
Oh, jeez.
That was brilliant, I do say.
Suddenly my ears itch and I don't know why.
Because people are talking about you.
That's fair.
And Troy Anna decide while you guys are in the summit to just leave and not tell anyone. You guys
Wait,
look
what?
around to find her and she's not there.
Oh, yeah, because Triana said she had her own business to do.
So everyone going on to the Dawn Razor?
Yeah.
Okay. And you set sail,
Ba-ba-da-ba.
making your way to...
Making my way downtown.
I mean, kind of.
Really? That's all it took?
Yes.
Yeah. You should know.
Making your way to Shipshaven, Red City, or Freljord.
Yo, mama.
Well, I thought we were ship's havening first.
Okay. So you set hail for
Right,
Shipshaven.
but I'm conferring with the party. Is that correct?
Yes.
We are.
I'm seeing if that's correct before I just skip over important plot point.
Okay.
Yeah, Ship's Haven.
Just checking, guys.
Okay. You guys have about 3 days on the ride to Shipshaven. going at top speed.
Meow.
Is there anything you guys would like to do?
Send the crew into some freaking training because they've been lazy for like 4 days.
Dana's just gonna spend the trip in her room.
Oh yeah, crap! I gotta go down there and talk with her and make sure she doesn't freaking TP away or something.
Scene's gonna try and make tea again.
And who are you experimenting your poor tea on?
Myself.
But how would you know if it's good?
It doesn't matter. It's the act of having tea.
But would the point not be to make good tea?
Yes, it would be, but I don't. I never made tea, so I'm trying my best.
Do you want somebody?
Sure. It'd be lovely to have tea together.
Okay. Well, we should head into we have a kitchen on ship, yes? Some
Yes,
sort of small kitchenish thing?
Yeah, there's a
You have
mess.
kitchen on the ship.
Cool.
Lunk is already in the kitchen.
Do we need to roll to make tea?
Actually, I'm gonna have you make a nature check. Okay, you made hot water.
It's not even qualifiable as hot leaf juice.
Dope.
Lunk makes his way down to the kitchen
Mess.
and proceeds to teach the proper way of making a basic tea.
Okay, Lunk, I'm gonna have you make a nature check.
Not one.
Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
Just lights the entire ship on fire.
Oh dear, Tom!
Oh, good.
Lunk, you
Why
got
is
the water.
This
You
is not
put
the first time. God damn it.
You put a whole bunch of tea into a teapot, and then you pour just a little bit of water, and then you bring it to boil.
Okay, following Lunk's tutorial, I'm gonna
Why
try
a
making
nature
tea again.
May I try and show you?
Why
Can I
nature
follow
check?
Lunk's tutorial and try and make tea again?
Hang on, I need to explain to Lunk why nature.
Wow.
Leaf and water at certain temp and combination.
This is not the first time Lunk has had tea.
Well, apparently it
First
has.
time making it.
Blanc, have you ever tied your shoe and you're like, man, I know how to do this, and then you like got it triple knotted somehow?
I do that.
Can Ari attempt to
Never
make
mind.
tea?
Sure.
Okay.
And can Scene
are
attempt
gonna-
to make tea again using Lunk's?
Yes.
I
You
would
know,
recommend against using what he just did.
Nature check with
please.
disadvantage. Speed.
You know you could throw an inspiration at it.
I did as well as I did before.
Yep.
I learned
Ari?
nothing.
You were saying.
You said it's a nature check?
Yep.
There's a lot of good things going on below deck.
It's the blind leading the deaf, leading the dumb.
Thing
Trying to-
is burning.
How did all three of you fail to make tea?
Victory
Over the totally present you guys, I promise, ship's intercom, you just hear, with the three idiots in the kitchen, please leave.
The ship has an intercom.
Yeah, your ship doesn't.
Well, I mean, I thought I knew what I was doing when trying to make this, but clearly you guys got some weird kind of tea on this ship. Normally what I do back home works out okay.
Oh yeah, sure, blame the tea.
Oh,
God. Sorry, I was laughing so hard I was crying.
I thought robots couldn't. I thought
That was out of
robots couldn't-
character. Sorry.
Well, now I know I have a heart because it's breaking.
So, our hot leaf juice.
It's not hot leaf juice.
It's
It's
just-
It's either too potent or not potent enough
Or burned.
or burnt.
Let's go with the hot water. At least it's drinkable.
You guys all sit there with your little teacups, sipping on tea.
On
And
tea
it's-
quotation marks.
Yes, tea with quotation marks. And just try not to burn yourself on the hot water. Try and emulate fancy folk.
Oh,
This is why we don't get invited to parties.
well, hopefully at the parties we don't have to make the offerings.
I know, I'm just saying.
Big oof.
All right,
Steve
so over
did the
the
best at making tea.
over the 3 days that fiasco goes on.
This is like an afternoon.
Oh, jeez.
An afternoon of just horrible tea making.
Everyone died.
All because of tea.
Yo, I bet no one's had a TPK like that before.
That's so bad. God.
Ah,
Oh boy.
this will be
Anyway,
an ongoing joke from now on. Just tea. Tea is so hard. Hot leaf juice.
the first evening after we get underway, Gare Bear's going to go down to Anna's room and knock on the door and ask, "Hey, Anna, you okay?"
When you knock and ask, you just hear like small clanking going on in the room.
Anna, are you playing with an erector set?
You hear just a small pause in the noise, and then you go back to mild clanking.
Hey, Anna, can I come in? May I come in?
Just clinking continues.
Anna. Okay. If you need anything, I'll be on the ship. Next morning, I'm just going to go over to her door and repeat this process.
Okay. That night, Janice,
Yes.
Oh, crap.
you were told by Gloria that this ritual that you did at the Rest City would last for 7 days.
Gloria.
It is day 6,
Okay.
and it has worn off.
Good. That's good then.
You are feeling insanely angry. You woke up middle of the night and you're just flashes of the fire of Chigasa's realm. He burnt Anna's old master.
The dude that beat her ass.
Okay, I was gonna say
Our?
only who?
You mean your?
You're not helping your case here, Garrett.
That was out of game.
So character shut up.
You wake up and you're flipped.
Okay. Ah, fuck.
Language.
Excuse me. What time of day is it?
About 2 a.m.
2 a.m. I'm gonna take a little walk and go get something to drink.
Avoid the two.
You take a little walk and you go to the mess hall. It's a complete mess because apparently the last people who used it try and make terrible tea.
Mm.
I'm just gonna search around for something to drink.
Yeah, you find water. You find rum.
I will drink the water.
It's air temp.
That is fine.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Would
Not
Gareth like
really.
to join our tea party?
No.
Well, he definitely sounds
He doesn't know we failed.
This is the night after.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Sorry.
Is there anything else that I want to do? Not really.
Yeah, you go back to your chambers.
I will go back to my room.
Eat. You go back to bed.
Yes.
Okay. Sleep takes you. You wake up in the morning kind of groggy.
Takes me. Why does sleep take me? It's kidnapping me.
Shut up.
Garrus. In the morning, you repeat the process of knocking on Anne's door.
Yep.
It's just quiet.
Hey, Anna, can I come in? May I come in?
Still just quiet.
I'm coming in. Goes in.
So he just opens the door.
Like slowly.
In the room, Anna's like tucked between the wall and the bed that's in the room,
Okay.
and there's pieces everywhere.
Your golden glove is still on your hand. Because no matter how hard you try, that could not come off.
No, that arm's just off.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, you can rip off the arm.
Yeah, she disconnected, and then the arm's just laying on the floor.
I didn't realize this was a Lita. Okay. Oh, you doing some work? Jared's is gonna like slip through the tiniest gap in the door and then close it behind him.
What do you want?
Just wanted to see how you're doing.
Well, you saw, now leave.
I mean, I'd say you went all to pieces, but I don't think that this is the appropriate moment. You want to talk about anything?
You're all gonna need that more than I do.
Need what?
That glove.
But that's yours. Why? We're not gonna take your stuff.
Well, it's done nothing good for me so far, so
Well, I mean, you've only had it like 2 days, 3 days.
I'm sure you can find somebody who can mount it on Sphene.
I don't think we want that. I'm comfortable with you having it. Nothing against Fiend. Out of game. Nothing against Fiend. In game. It's yours. You grabbed it.
I'm sure you can find out a way to get it out.
I mean, I'm sure there is, but we're fine with you having it. Besides, then it saves other artifacts for the rest of us. Gareth has a small, totally convincing chuckle.
Assuming you all make it that long.
Well, I mean, with you around, yeah, we'll be good. With you and the rest of us around, sticking together like a team or a party.
If I could recall correctly, the Pit Fiend ambush was because of me.
So,
What happened to you and the rest of the party is because of me.
are you referring to the mirror thing?
The soul of your crew being lost is because of me.
Okay, yeah, but you said you have those, so
Part of that's a lie.
they're not. Okay, we can talk about that uncomfortable subject later. Um, but no, we all walked out of the both of those fights just fine. In fact, you seemed pretty stoked when we killed that pit fiend because it was cool, and he was a dick.
That was the first taste I had of being able to do anything. Then we went and fight Dragosh, and he proved the point of where my people sit. And that's the end of it.
But you have to remember that is a fight. You've never lost a fight before?
No.
Oh, well, it happens. Why do we fall, Master Bruce? Sorry, that was from a play. We just got to pick yourself back up, and he's going to poke it with his boot one of the pieces on the floor and put ourselves back together. Proverbially. Besides, you're among friends, so we got you,
Got you, Holmes.
basically.
If I can't hold my own against someone like Dragashi, there's no hope of me being able to beat the others in the cult.
I mean, none of us were able to hold our own, so it's not like you're being singled out there.
You all could have handled him.
Not really. In case you didn't notice, we all bailed out.
I'm sure if you tried a little bit harder, you would have had him.
Yeah, maybe. And that's on me, but I didn't want anyone being stuck in there. Which includes you. We got you out of there quick. Not hearing a reaction, Gareth is going to continue. We got you out of there quick because we care about you. You're our friend and valued party member. Definitely more than Lunk.
If it wasn't for the fact that I forced half of your people in there, no one would have gone in.
Well, I mean, he was a big, scary dude. So, I mean, not sure you could blame people for having reservations about entering. But when you asked, those of us who weren't required to go in, like me, we did. Because you asked.
You went knowing that if you didn't, the rest of them would have died.
And I went in too, thinking that this wouldn't be pretty regardless.
And now doing this, more of those pit fiends and other devils are going to be coming after us.
Then we'll kill them in turn.
They're not just going to send one or two anymore, Gareth.
We have a pretty cool Dawn Razor. I mean, I feel like we could pop him out of the sky.
You mean just like your friend did with his sword?
Okay, that doesn't count.
You know this.
Cooler.
You know this ship is too valuable to lose for a pointless fight like that.
I mean, if they attack us, which who's to say they will? But
He knows I'm coming after him now. He's not going to just let it go.
Well, in that case, I think we could agree that mistakes were made. You seem to recognize that, but we're going to move on from that and just kind of deal with what happens from it.
He's gonna be coming for me, Gareth.
Yep.
He's not concerned with the rest of you.
I don't know. I don't think you saw how many birds I flipped him. Because it was a lot.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was at least like 4 or 5. Sometimes dual wield.
His main concern is the fact that if I get to him, things change. If you guys get to him, he just dies and gets sent back to hell.
So what I'm hearing is you still need to stick around with us so we can help you out with that problem.
What I'm saying is I need to go back home. So that if he does come after me, he comes after me.
Yeah, but then the rest of us won't be there to help you. I don't think you're comprehending that part.
It's easier for me to carry myself. And besides, I'll probably be working with the smith.
Yeah, but I thought you thought the smith was a dick.
The smith is the only reason I'm around.
Oh, so you're just under his thumb.
That's where half of your crew's at right now.
That's... Yeah, we can worry about that other... Yep. Well, I don't want him to have you too.
Well, it's too late for that.
I mean, you wanted to kill this other dude who was, what, your boss or supervisor or something? Why don't we treat the smith the same?
Because if we kill the smith, sure, I gain his rank, but it's a lot harder to rebuild myself if I die in that sense. And if we fail killing him, and I do die, then that's the end of it. I don't get to get rebuilt and brought back.
All right, then we don't kill him, and we just figure out a way to put you on top of him. Proverbially, not physically. That's just proverbially. Words are hard.
He's one of the mass producers of other gears. I'm not going to allow him to build more that are just going to get sent after me to have me kill them. Most of them already have a hard enough time down there.
Okay, so in an ideal world, what's your plan?
I hope make sure you people get out of this area and get back to your home.
That's not what I mean. I mean your plan down there.
My plan?
In an ideal world, yes.
Go back to the smith. Do some side work. Maybe get my contract fulfilled another way through him. And then find my own secluded area in the second level.
Isn't that the one with perpetual war?
That's the first level.
Oh, that was close.
Though from time to time going to the first level probably wouldn't hurt.
And why can't we help you with that? Or at least, you know.
You seem to have a pretty major issue with dealings with hell.
Well, I mean, you do too.
I do, but that's how I live.
And if your dealings, if your method of it involves killing crap from down there, I'm more than happy to help. Particularly.
In time, maybe, but you have
a little cherry on top.
You have other things to deal with on the material. you don't have time to come down there.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying you ditch us for that. You can help us blow Thezer's face off. He's kind of a dick.
As entertaining as that sounds, there's just other things that I need to do, and I'm not dragging you all into hell to deal with it.
I mean, we did already follow you into there, so I feel like we'd do that again, too.
Not to the extent that I need to go.
Just, can you accept the help that we're trying to give you here? Just stick around and see what happens. Is this how the stunt you tried to pull with that cube? That wasn't cool, by the way.
It was more I didn't want to be in his presence any more than anything.
Ah. Regardless.
And the Smith needs to know what happened.
Well, you can send him a letter or find that imp of yours and talk to him. But
The imp's gone.
Right, we can send him a letter.
I don't know how much the world has changed in the past 3 centuries. That's not the way things work in hell, Gareth. Granted, I'm still a gear, but I'm not the lowest totem pole on that of my kind, and I have a bit of a responsibility to carry.
And as the deals you've made with everyone else shows, we're totally fine helping with that.
You're totally fine when I manipulate you into getting my way.
I mean, I don't really see how you manipulated me to go fight your boss, but...
Well, it was either you help us fight or your crew dies.
Oh, you guys? Nah, you're not part of that. No, I went in because party.
It was barely able to last a handful of seconds around him. If I would have gone in by myself, that would have been the end of it.
Well, he did also focus on you, hardcore. Like the way Lunk focused on What's-Her-Face when they spent all boat ride together. Being loud.
Wink.
As much as I appreciate your offer to help me, I can't, in what conscience I have left, allow any of you to deal with that again.
I mean, you people helped me. Well, it wasn't with Fezer, but punch his goon's face off back in Shipshaven, if you recall. That wasn't really required.
Well, it was that or deal with more zombies.
Well, I mean, tomato, tomato, but still. You didn't have to, but you did. I mean, if you want me to... He takes out that paper he was scribbling on. If you want me to give you a freaking contract to keep you around and show that we're trying to help you, I mean, I'm working on it. Or you could just, believe us and believe me when we call you friend and we're trying to help you, just as you help us.
I can help you in other ways too. You understand that?
Ooh.
I don't think now's the time for...
I'm not talking about that, Gareth.
Okay, good.
I don't exactly have the equipment to handle that kind of procedure anyway.
Okay, well, okay, I didn't mean good, but, that's not... I'm glad we didn't... I mean, that... Yep, okay. He's going to sit on... Let's see. In case I didn't say it already, Gare Bear is going to move, across the room from you and sit either on the floor or on whatever structure is there.
I mean, there's a bed in the room.
Yeah, but you're between it and the wall.
Hmm.
So opposite you, opposite side of the room. Probably just empty floor.
Probably.
So do you want me to write out a freaking contract for this? Or will you just believe me when I say that we'll help you, as you've helped us?
Due to your recent complaint about contracts, you writing anything out will go against what you've previously said, and I'm not going to make you do
Yeah,
that.
well, I mean, you're right, but on the other hand, you seem to really want to not be here right now, so that's the only way to keep you around. I'm willing to do it.
The cult that your sauna was talking about,
Which one?
the Lilith or whoever,
Yep. 3 daughters, I think.
there's a devil that cult is trying to summon.
Okay. Cool.
She's also on the hit list that was directed to me by the
Hey,
Smith.
perfect. See,
The,
perfect.
the thing is, though, is we don't know what they're doing, where their rings are. I go back to hell, go back to the Smith, do some side work, perhaps find out where some of these rings are, and I can direct you to those.
I mean, I feel like we're going to be tackling that issue up here too. And if the Smith has that as a priority, he has other people he could also send with, because this way, one, he gets to see what we're doing. Two, we get to keep you around to kick butt, to kick names and take butt. Wait a minute.
He has other resources he's allocating in different regions.
Yeah, see, exactly.
This is so. In this task, it would be better suited for someone of a dweller of the second level to go and find these rings.
Right. If you have such a hard on to leave people who care about you, I mean, you do what you want, but we'd
I'm not.
like for you to stick around.
I'm not leaving you out of hate.
No, but you're deciding that that you're better elsewhere, that you're better with other people elsewhere. So it's too bad. We would really like for you to stick around. Dear Bear just looks at your face, trying to gauge what reaction that had, because now he's totally trying to manipulate you.
And she's just been staring at the floor.
Dear Bear's going to pick up a piece of metal on the floor and pick it up, look at it, say, "So what does this do?"
I understand me leaving would make you upset, Gar.
And everyone else.
That's debatable.
Okay, Lunk doesn't count. Oh, now everyone else laughs. I see how it is. I've been cranking out some real humdingers here, and everyone's like, "No, that's fine." So this piece, and yeah, you're right. We don't want you to go.
In my current state, Gareth, I'm more of a risk to the party than I am down in hell.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Because you have a hand that literally turns into a cannon. And you're awesome, and you were the only one keeping us together in the desert. You're the only reason I didn't drown myself. Or kill Lunk. I mean, it's true. I rewatched that episode, guys. I remember.
Well, I'm sure after your recollection of yourself and what little bonding the party's done, I think you guys will be okay in that sense.
Yep. Well, you're still here. You're still part of us. Whether or not Sveen or Lunk or Emily or Ari get their crap together, that's not really up to you. But we've come this far. Gareth's going to start playing with the piece he has. Assuming it's like a piston thing, he's going to like pull it out, push it back in.
The other bit of it too, Gareth, is as much as it may sound odd, being out of hell as long as I have has kind of made me homesick.
Gare Bear raises an eyebrow. That's a ridiculous statement.
And given the rank that I currently carry, I have a bit more swing down there than I do up here.
Well, as stated previously, then, if you're this determined to head out, it's your call. All right. He gets up. He's going to leave the little contract just sitting on the floor. The little unfinished contract sitting on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Going to stand there for a bit, wait to see if you react.
I'm sure even if I do leave, I would like to stay in contact with you.
I'd like that too. I mean, I'd like it more if you stick around to help friends, but all right, if you do what you have to do. And I say that earnestly.
It'll give me time to reflect on, well, everything since Ship's Haven. I haven't really had time to do that yet.
Do you need help with he gestures to the mess on the floor?
Maybe tomorrow.
All right. I can work with that. I'll see you tomorrow morning, then. He's going to step over to the door, pop it open. Not hearing anything else, he's going to say goodbye for today, Anna, and leave. Yes, just like that. That's the sound of the door closing.
After that heavy topic discussion, what's our doing?
Can we try the tea thing again?
Oh boy.
This time, when you go try to make tea, is it just you and Ari?
Ari, do you want to try making tea again?
I don't know if I'm ready to try and make more tea again or not.
We have a cook.
I will let you
Yeah.
try making tea.
I will-
If you manage to make some decent tea, let me know and I will come try it.
Okay. I try and make tea.
Is there a
Okay.
cook?
Christine, you go into the mess hall and you see the cook. She is rather pissed. Is one of the few crew members to survive Rengar's assault. And she looks around like just furious, like, who are that? And just all the swear words that sailors say.
What in the hootenanny cotton picking?
Yeah, basically. And she turns to you and she's like, "Do you know who did this? Who made a mess in my mess?"
It took me a second. I was like, wait, did he really go there? I hate you.
That's pretty good.
No, it wasn't. Don't clap yourself too hard on the back there, bud.
Too late.
Fair.
With a straight face, because I can't do it right now. She is going to say herself, Ari, and Lunk tried to make tea.
She just gets even more furious. Just like, well, then you get the other two, come back here, and clean up my kitchen.
And she's gonna turn around and go get them. Hey, Ari.
What?
The chef is pissed at us.
Great.
We should go clean up our mess. I'm gonna go get Lunk. Hey, Lunk!
Ari's gonna head down there.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
guessing
what?
you're right away.
Ari's going to apologize first
She says
and goes,
that
if
she
there's
wants.
literally anything else we can do that's not trying to make stuff, like, over the next couple days, let us know.
First, clean up your mess, and then I'll decide what else I'm gonna do with you three.
Hey,
Please.
Lunk!
Yes.
We forgot to clean up our mess from our tea. We
What's
need
all
to go
this
clean it up.
we?
You made tea.
None of us actually made any tea, if you'd remember.
We all tried. And we
That's
left a mess.
true.
And the chef is very upset with us, so let's go clean up our mess. At this point, she's just gonna grab him and go.
Well, considering I still want to eat, okay.
Once the three of you, it does not take long. And then after the mess is cleaned up, she ushers you out of the kitchen. She's like, you guys did enough already. Leave. Anything else anyone wants to do on day 3?
Request for some tea to be made.
Okay. She, after request is properly made, she gives you a pot of hot water and pre-portioned tea bags. And then pours the water in this, set the tea bag in there, and then let it sit for a minute, and then you drink it. It's pretty good.
Hooray, tea. Properly made.
After the chef calms down a little bit, goes up to you, Lunk, and she's like, "Well, if you guys are really fanatics about tea, apparently the house ruler of House Lilith is very fond of tea, especially rare ones."
Say what now?
Oh. They like tea. Especially rarities, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Apparently, if you want to get into her favor, you bring her some rare tea.
And where won't we find this rarity?
Challenge
there-
accepted.
The forest outside of the rest city, there's apparently a very good place to find rare plants to make into teas.
Interesting. Do you know if she's into certain teas or other teas?
I don't know for sure. I just hear that she's into rare teas.
Interesting.
Yeah, day 2 comes back. And Garrus, I'm assuming you're going to go help Anna reassemble.
Yeah, in the morning. I'll knock on her door.
The door, when you knock, the door wasn't latched, so it just kind of pushes itself open.
This isn't mysterious at all. Care Bear looks inside.
Yeah, and it was just sitting on the floor, just slowly piecing herself back together.
Care Bear helps with that.
Okay, you two slowly reassemble Anna back together.
Okie doke.
At the end of this day, you guys make it to Ship's Haven. Just from above, you can see that this town is in much better shape than what it was in last. It has been a good 3 weeks.
Nice. Well, Sven's gonna quickly pop off to the bank.
Sveen runs over to the bank that she deposited her money in. Garrus, you remember that you have a debt to pay.
Yep. Already going up to Master Mallory, assuming I took the flute back from Emily.
Yes, and Emily gives it back to you.
Took that, bring her up to Gilmore, chat with the folks a bit.
Gilmore accepts the flute and in payment in full for housing your parents. He does ask if you can bring him some never melt ice.
Oh, I didn't remember that part of the deal.
No, it's not part of a deal, just a favor.
If I find any, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'll pay you when you come back, and this flute will help me with certain situations. And he puts a necklace on it and puts her on his neck.
All right, awesome. They, the folks can stay around here, correct?
Oh yeah, they're free to stay, and seems like they have a few loud talks since you left.
Oh,
Just some minor arguments, I assume.
all right. We'll chat with them for a bit. I'm in town for a few hours.
Yeah, you talk to them, and it's nice seeing them again.
Yeah. Now that I accept them as my parents, because, instead of liars. So that's exciting.
You end up being the last one back on the ship, and everyone's getting kind of.
I didn't know how much. The ship's Haven's still under the same leadership, isn't it?
No, it's under a new leader.
What happened to the other?
The other one was
just got replaced. That's all.
Got replaced and exiled.
Any idea where that she went?
Townsmen do not know.
So what they do? Just stick her on a boat and say good luck?
Basically.
Apparently.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Did they put her on a boat and just say good luck, or did they send her out somewhere else?
The first ship to leave Shipshaven, she was apparently on.
And any idea where that would have gone?
To Shangri-La.
Where is that?
It's, as you remember, the town that Emily is from.
So that's not on the the
It's
nuked
not on this
continent.
continent. It is
Okay,
on Novarantu, which is directly southeast,
gotcha.
about a good 3 days, 4 days of nothing but open ocean.
Okay.
So I'm going to get my uniform repaired while we're here. That's all.
Yeah, easy enough.
And pay for all the other sailors.
Yep. To subtract
Well,
30
I mean,
days.
it's the government paying for it.
Yeah,
So
they all got paid.
I don't want to pay for these people.
Oh, and
Bureaucracy.
they got paid for a week ahead of time.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Do I need to tell you how much I took out of the bank or no?
If you want, but I assume you took as much as you want. So
Yeah. I have it. I have it marked down how much I have in the vault in my bio and the
how much
treasure.
are you taking out, just roughly?
Couple thousand.
Okay. Not a big deal.
Okay. And I mean in gold. I hope
Yes.
you understand.
I assumed gold. No platinum.
Not copper.
Copper will get you far.
Now I have money to pay for things. Finally. Huzzah.
Okay. After talking with the folks and they're talking about how Shipshaven is being improved, you arrive back onto the Downraiser and you set sail for the Red City.
Ooh, I collect any dress uniform I may need. That's all.
Yep. All the formal wear you need, etc., etc.
Yep.
And that's where we're going to end tonight.